Throat exercises. I'm going to preface this by saying I have no idea what I'm doing right now. This was not my idea. I am doing this because it was required for a course that I am taking while I am here in Ireland. Yes, that is the basis of this video, is I am an American student studying abroad in Dublin, Ireland for the year. I'm supposed to reflect on my experiences so far and be able to put that in video format so I can put it on my new website, Taradiddle. I'm working on rebranding though, because apparently that name was taken, but I'm just gonna gloss over that. I'd flirted with the idea of starting a blog before coming here, but after multiple tries of trying to talk to a camera, it was the weirdest thing I've ever done, so I decided against it. But now I've kind of been cornered into this position, so I'm just gonna try my best with this. Okay, so just to start out, my name is Kevin Brown. I am currently a freshman at Marist College in Poughkeepsie, New York. I'm majoring in philosophy. And I'm currently studying abroad as part of the freshman Dublin experience that Marist provides. And I'm studying for the entire year in Dublin, Ireland. So I first got here in late August. It's currently November, yesterday was Thanksgiving. So I've been here for a few months. So, I mean, I haven't been here for the entire year. I only have so much that I can reflect on. You know, when I first got here, I expected there to be more of a culture shock. You know, Dublin is a lot like a lot of other American cities. It reminded me a lot of Boston. It's not very intimidating. The accents, I mean, you can barely even notice it. And even now, like a lot of the time, I forget that I'm even in Ireland. Like sometimes it just feels like, you know, I'm just in another city, and I forget that I'm in a foreign country. It's really wild. And to be honest, my transition here into this program, into Ireland, it kind of was seamless. There weren't a whole lot of hitches. I wasn't homesick. I'm still not really that homesick, you know, being 3,000 miles away from my home in Connecticut. Dublin is a fantastic city. You know, I've seen, you know, most of the country. I've been down south to Cork. I've been up north to Belfast, and I went out west to Galway. Saw the Cliffs of Moher, saw the Giant's Causeway. I mean, Ireland is such a beautiful country. The terrain is absolutely great. There's a lot of good hiking around here. And overall, it's just very beautiful. Dublin is still a city though. It has its problems. The police force is very corrupt. Healthcare the waiting times I've heard have been pretty atrocious. You know, I was walking to class one day and I literally saw a man shooting up heroin in broad daylight, and cops were right at the bottom of this alleyway that I was walking through. And you know, that just kind of put things in perspective for me. You know, it's not, you know, you're still in the city. There's still things that can, you know, happen. But Dublin's a great city. You know, I like living in a city a lot more than I expected I would. And classes here are really good. I go to Dublin Business School, which is kind of in the city center. It's a normal college campus that you would have in the middle of a city. There's different buildings that we'll have classes in, and you know, depending on the day, you'll have different classes in different buildings, and all of them are within, like, you know, 3 to 5 minutes of each other for a walk. And the commute from my apartment to class is like 15-20 minutes. So, you know, it's not like back home where I would be in a dorm and then walk 3 minutes to my class. It's not like that. You know, you have to plan your entire day around your commute, whether or not you want to go back to your apartment or stay around at class. But DBS is, you know, it's a very welcoming community there. I don't really have a whole lot of classes with Irish students. It's mostly kids that are in the program with me. But you know, as far as like an introduction to college life and what that's like, I honestly think I'm really not going through anything different from what my other friends back home are doing. Just the fact that we are in a foreign country does make it a little bit different. It's kind of like a crash course in adulting is what I refer to it as. I mean, overall, it's just been a very developmental experience for me, and honestly, I don't think I am the same person now that I was 3 months ago. I honestly think this program, above the development that a normal college experience would have given me, which I didn't want. I didn't want a normal college experience. I knew that I needed something different, and this is really delivering on that front. I honestly think that this program is going to put me light years ahead developmentally compared to the average college freshman. That's just because, you know, living in a different country, international travel as a whole is its own thing. You can't really put a price on the value that it gives being immersed in a different culture, in having to provide for yourself, cooking your own meals, having your own living space, away from, you know, your family. This is the first time that I've ever been away from home for this period of time, and I had no idea what to expect. And honestly, like, it can be challenging at times, but that's just the type of thing that I wanted out of this. And I think it's an environment that really forces you to mature very quickly. And you know, depending on the type of person you are, you'll flourish. And that's what I feel is happening to me right now.